After giving us one of the best horror movies of the 2020s with St. Maud, Rose Glass returns with Love Lies Bleeding, a pulpy genre mashup that I thought was an absolute blast. Mixing a crime thriller with elements of a romantic drama, film noir, and dark comedy, all presented with a sense of surrealism, it's one of those films that manages to keep its characters and settings somewhat to a minimum, while also presenting things with its heightened energy. The violence is shown in such an over-the-top manner, while we also see one character make a series of decisions that's shown to us in a very surreal way, and it might lead to the viewer finding this to be too outlandish, especially as this clashes a bit with some of the more somber material, such as one character's storyline involving an abusive relationship. But that being said, it's the right blending of genres that also seems a bit self-aware of how wild some of it is that it's really not a big deal. It made for a fun time. This is once again another standout performance from an always reliable Kristen Stewart as the reclusive Lou, who is looking for love, buried under all this baggage. But Katie O'Brien is the real standout as Stewart's love interest, who gets some of the film's wildest moments that made for a lot of fun. But these moments also make her easily the most interesting character because these sequences are also driven by her passion in this new relationship that sometimes lead to such extreme decisions, and we find ourselves really caring what she does due to also how likable she naturally is as soon as we meet her, which again is just due to how great of a performance O'Brien gives. So you really have some great character work on top of some nice visual flair from Glass's direction. It's not going to be everyone's jam, especially for how wild its last act particularly gets, but it's such a unique story from a visionary filmmaker that managed to give us a little of everything in terms of both character drama and different genres, so it led to me having a really good time with it.